Hi, ladies. Hello. It's Monday, and I am back with my cup of joe. So sorry, I was absent last week. I had an awful cold that my 5-year-old decided to give me. Having children is always fun, especially when they start going to school, because they don't just come home with weird things in their pockets. They come home with germs. A lot of germs. And things that are always sticky and you don't know why. But he's cute. And he tells me I'm the best mom ever, so that makes up for all of the weird sticky things that I have to dig out of his pockets. But that cold tried to kick my butt. It was a really hard one to get over because I had to go to work. And then the fair was here, the Oklahoma State Fair was here, and my 5-year-old has been begging to go. So me and my wifey, Ashley, took him to the state fair, and I thought I was gonna die. Besides the fact that apparently now everything makes me nauseous. Rides that I used to love when I was younger, now I get on and I'm like, if I don't get off of here, I'm gonna puke all over everybody else's children, and I'm pretty sure I could do time for that. I mean, I know I would be mad if somebody puked on my kid, so, but that's neither here nor there. It was difficult to get over, and my cough was absolutely horrible. I'm still kind of hoarse, I still have a runny nose, but all in all, I'm just trucking along, and I'm doing my thing. But it's been an interesting 2 weeks. We did our grand opening at work, which was a lot of fun. So many beautiful bikes. And some of my girls, Harley Honey and Lily Dustar and Miss Hannah, all came to be our Sooner Indian pinups, which was exciting. And I really don't know 100% what was going on because I was taking shots out of a Mucinex bottle. So I might have been a little intoxicated while on the job, but not on purpose. I mean, it was either cough on people to the point where they think you have Ebola and they want to run out of the shop, or see two of things. I mean, I wasn't riding any bikes, so how is that a bad thing, right? So that happened. And then I got a flat tire. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a flat tire as much as it like exploded on the highway and tried to kill me. It was, how did I explain it? I was going 70 miles an hour in the Hammer lane. Now, let me put it this way. I drive my mom's 92 Suburban. So it's like this big metal machine that if it turns on you, quickly turns into a big metal death machine. So I'm driving, and I'm doing my thing, and boom, the tire blows. And see, just a few days prior to this, I was thinking, I wonder what it would be like if a tire explodes while you're driving. I like, oh, is it scary? It's terrifying. It's terrifying because it was the front right, and it blows, and my car goes, and I was like, and right when I thought that my car was gonna like do this roll into a transformer and throw me and then catch me, and then Shia LaBeouf was gonna be there. No, I'm pretty sure I just made the guy behind me crap his pants. And then I safely tried to make it to the side of the road where I didn't have a spare tire. So I naturally did the only thing that you can do when you're waiting to be rescued. And that is to sit on the hood of your metal death trap, taking epic selfies in the beautiful sunset light that's provided by God and Mother Earth, and then sing some Salt and Pepper, Push It. So that was my exciting adventure. You're welcome. Now that you've enjoyed my reenactment of a very scary situation that I've endured this past week, So that happened. And then let's see, some life things happened. Some frustrating and scary life things happened that have been happening to me. And so I started thinking, I had a situation arise that I wanted to do, and it turns out I wasn't able to do it because my tire blew, and I had to use the funds I was going to use for one thing and put them towards adulting, because after all, adulting is so much fun. So I wasn't able to go, but I'm going to use it as an example because I've come to find out that I'm one of those people who tries to psych themselves out immediately before, you even do anything. I've been going through a lot of different transitions in work and in life and in my modeling career, and I'm a person that struggles with anxiety, and I can't do it-itis. So anytime something's put before me, a situation or an opportunity, or sometimes even very simple things like hanging out with a new friend, or an event, hosting an event, or anything, really anything that's brought to me, it's like this. Here's this beautiful little pink princess Pyrex dish, a beautiful little vintage Pyrex dish, and it holds an amazing opportunity. All here. This is the amazing opportunity, and it's presented before you, and you're like, this is an amazing opportunity. It's going to help better my life. It's going to be awesome for me. It's a great experience. It's going to be fun and confidence building and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, yes, I would love to take this opportunity and be involved and enjoy such a great experience. And then within an hour, you're like, what did I just agree to? I cannot do this. There is no way I can do this. I cannot handle it. It is too much for me. I am not even smart enough. There is somebody better to take this on. They can do it. I can do it. My friend has this thing that they might go to, so they might need me to go with them, which means I can't go. But then my grandma did die several years ago. I think that's still a totally viable excuse. And then my elbow is going to itch right there, and it's going to take like a lot of attention to handle, because you can't just, so, I'm sure you've had those moments where things are presented to you and then you immediately psych yourself out and you try to tell yourself that you're not good enough and you can't do it. So you quite possibly have just missed out on a huge opportunity in your life because you weren't confident enough or brave enough to suck it up and just do it, right? That's me. I've done that a lot in my life, and it's not fun. I've missed out on a lot of really great things because I want to do it. There's like two parts of my brain, and like one part of my brain is like, you can do it, you want to do it. It's awesome. It's exciting. It's going to be great for you. Just go get it and go be that boss lady and like handle it. And then there's this other part of me that's like, I can't do this. Don't look at me. Don't talk to me. Don't give me any attention. I'm not in this room right now. Just let me disappear. Just let me like morph into this wallpaper. Don't talk to me. That's me. And I've missed out on a lot of really great things. And lately, what I'm kind of learning, and my new job was kind of the one that shed the light on this thought, and why I wanted to talk about it this week was because I grew up in a grease monkey family. My dad and my brother and all of my uncles were all mechanically inclined, like they all can do it. And when I was 16 or 17, I helped my big brother take the transmission out of his 67 Mustang, and it was a really big deal for me because it's always been something that I love. I love cars, you guys know that. Well, I've always wanted to also be able to work on them and fix them and things like that. And I can kind of fiddle my way around, but when I got a job in motorcycles, Whereas the motorcycles are very appealing to me because they're more my style, I still don't know anything about them, which is intimidating for me. You know, when you're talking to people who know everything about them, and then this little girl walks up and she's like, hey, can I help you? And they're like, the road. Just get out of here. So it's scary to kind of take on a task that you don't necessarily know a lot about or anything, and be able to say, I'm going to succeed in this. I don't know anything. I'm intimidated by it. I'm literally going into this with zero knowledge, but I'm not going to let that scare me off and miss out on the opportunity that it might be able to bring into my life. So that's what I did. I was given the opportunity. I took it head on, and I've just been kind of walking through it day by day by day. I still don't know everything. I'm still learning, but I realized over this past week while we were doing some new things, and some new tasks were coming at me, that I'm capable. You know, our brains are so quick to completely shut us down when we're not 100% aware of something or knowledgeable in something, or we just tell ourselves you can't do it, so don't even try, don't take it on, don't do it because you can't. But what I've learned this past week is that you really can do anything you set your mind to if you want to succeed at it. If you want to do it, even though you don't know how now, if you keep your mind open and you put all of yourself into it, and you know you're going to work hard at it and learn and absorb in anything, you know, in anything that you do, whether it's a job or sorry, school or new relationships or anything that you're doing, a hobby, we all start somewhere. We aren't born, you know, with the general knowledge in most anything. So it's going to take time and steps and really working towards something to be able to do it and do it confidently and be able to say, I got this. And I've kind of been learning that over, you know, these past few weeks, that I went into something that I questioned not doing. I questioned not taking the job that I'm at now because I was afraid I couldn't do it. I was afraid that I knew nothing. I wasn't going to be able to help, and I was just going to be in the way or look like an idiot. And now I go to work saying, it's no big deal. I can do this, and if I don't know how to do it right away, I'm going to ask somebody to help me, or I'm going to investigate it, or I'm going to read about it, or I'm going to do my best to figure it out, or get somebody else to help me figure it out, and I'm just fine. And that's how you kind of have to take on life, is that we're not all going to be good at everything. We're not all going to be able to handle every situation, every task, every endeavor that we go on. It's not going to be something that we just know about and that we just go into being the best of the best. We're going to have to learn, and we're going to have to fall, and we're going to have to grow before we can fully take something on and walk down the road of whatever we choose to, you know, go after. And as we walk, our head's going to be able to be held a little higher and a little higher and a little higher, because as human beings, we grow in everything that we do. You don't start out amazing at anything. It's like, I have a lot of girls ask me, you know, they'll add me on Facebook, and then immediately I'll just get these big long messages, help in modeling and pinup stuff. You're so established, you have all these followers, and you have all these companies you work with. How do I get there? Because I've had my page and I've been shooting for like a month and nothing's happening. A month? You expect to just jump into something and within a month be the best at it and be getting all these offers and all this? It's not how it works. I've been working at my modeling stuff for 6 years now. And all in all, building my knowledge in pinup and rockabilly and in all of that for going on 11. that's a lot of time to have dedicated my life to something so that when I was asked about it or a situation came up, I knew what I was doing. There was the time when I was like, I can't do this. I can't be a pinup. I can't be a model. I can't do any of this because people are going to make fun of me, which they did. They're going to tell me I'm fake, which they did. I can't get in front of a camera because I don't know what I'm doing, which clearly I was wrong about. You know, I had those points in my career where I was like, I can't do this. I cannot be a model. I cannot take pictures. I cannot make YouTube videos and talk. I cannot host car shows. I cannot do these things. I'm not good enough. I'm not brave enough. But then you have to set that mentality aside and really go into it saying, this is something that I want in my life. This is something that I want to do. And I either do it and possibly fail and either decide that I don't really like it as much as I thought I would and quit, or you figure out another way to go about it and you keep pushing. And then you get better and you grow, and all of a sudden you have this amazing thing in front of you that you've worked so hard to obtain. And you really do know what you're doing. You really do know what you're doing, and you can do it. And then you're sitting there going, I can't believe I ever doubted myself. Because we all as human beings are way more capable of achieving things than we assume that we are. Because there's so much out there tearing you down, whether it's a spouse or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a best friend or a parent or a cousin or an aunt or random people on the internet. There's always going to be somebody out there telling you that you can't do it, or that there's somebody better for it, so let them do it and you just stay in the shadows. And that's not living life. You have every right to go after something and obtain something that makes you happy as anybody else. And before you know it, you're standing there and you're like, I'm one of the best people at this. I doubted myself, but I got brave and I stepped outside my comfort zone. And even though it was scary, and sometimes I thought I wasn't going to make it, and sometimes I cried, and sometimes people told me I was stupid for wanting to do it, I kept pushing, and now I'm here. And all of a sudden you have this little beautiful vintage pink Pyrex dish full of everything that you've conquered. And you're like, I don't know why I ever thought I couldn't do any of this. And you just take that little pink Pyrex dish and you put it in the dishwasher. And you clear out all of that doubt, and you clear out all of that negativity that you held towards yourself. Because when it comes down to it, and this is really, really, really important, and I need you guys to pay attention to this, because when it comes down to it, when it comes to life, and it comes to the things that we want for ourselves, and it comes down to the path that we choose, and the things that we choose to devote our life and our energy towards, we are the only people that can stand in the way of accomplishing that. Not the person talking crap about you, not the girl on the internet that doesn't know anything about your life, not maybe the boss at one job that decided that you weren't good enough, not as all of the times that you failed. All of those are little stepping stones in the road of your life that you're going to walk over. And when you stub your toe, you don't just sit down and throw in the towel. You wrap a Band-Aid around it. Preferably you put one this way and then this way because it protects it better. I've had lots of stubbed toes in my life. I know how to bandage them properly. And you put your shoes on, boots, chucks, heels, whatever, and you keep walking. You keep walking. Because you are the only one that can keep you from your dreams. I'm still trying to get past this cough. I apologize. But you can't blame other people for holding you back. The only reason they were able to hold you back from something is because you let them. Start taking responsibility for your life. Start taking responsibility for your dreams and where you want to go. Once you take responsibility for it and realize that you've been your problem the whole time and that you're the reason why you are held back because of your own fears of I can't-itis, you're going to do a lot better. And we're only human. Fear is a common emotion, and it's very easy to succumb to it. It's very, very overwhelming sometimes. But you can overcome it, because you will always be bigger than any fear that comes across your path. So, what I've been learning is that I'm coming out of a situation in my life that I've lived for a really long time, and now that isn't there anymore, I don't have somebody else controlling me, I don't have somebody else dictating my future for me, it's just me. It's just me. I'm the one that gets to say whether I'm going to do something or not. I'm the one that gets to say, you can do this or you can't. So I need to really start changing my outlook and be more like, Emily, you can do this. You are smart enough. You are brave enough. You have what it takes. Because we do have what it takes. It just sometimes gets hidden by all of the negativity that other people put in our lives and all of the ugly, down crap that people try to put on us. So after a while, it's really hard to find that little bravery that's somewhere in you that's saying, you got this, you can do it. Keep going, you got this. And my little bravery is getting a lot bigger. And I'm starting to realize that I can do things. And that I'm not pathetic and stupid and scared. I can do them. And you can do them too. So go into your next week and remember that you are in control of the days that feel your week. Be brave and make them amazing. And I will see you guys next Monday, okay? Bye!